Welcome all of you in online teaching learning process. We have started paper number 6, industrial chemistry. In this we have studied unit number 2, unit operations. In this unit we have seen the definition of unit operation, then also the definition of size reduction, then objectives of the size reduction, then various methods involved in size reduction, and also we highlighted the principle of the size reduction. In this video we will see details about the principle of size reduction. We have studied that principle of size reduction consists of size reduction machines are based on mechanical compression or impact. When a solid is held between two planes and pressure is applied on one plane, the solid is fractured and breaks into fragments. When pressure is removed, the fragments formed are of different sizes. An example of an industrial equipment that is based on compression is a jaw crusher. That is, first type is a jaw crusher, and second one, impact, is the breaking up of material when it is hit by an object moving at high speed. The product contains coarse and fine particles. Example, that is a ball mill, is based on impact. So there are two techniques. First one is a jaw crusher and second one is a ball mill technique. In this size reduction equipments, first technique is a crushers, that is formation of coarse and fine particles. Usually the size is 150 mm to 300 mm. That is 150 mm to 300 mm. And there are three techniques: jaw crusher, gyratory crusher and crushing rolls. But in your syllabus there is only jaw crushers. And second technique is a grinder, in which we are getting intermediate and fine particles. And there are four techniques, that is hammer mills, rolling mills, attrition mills, and last one ball and tumbling mills. But in this unit operation unit we will see only jaw crusher technique and ball mill techniques. So we will see details about the jaw crusher. Working principle of a jaw crusher. This is the diagram of the jaw crusher. This is the diagram of the jaw crusher. In this diagram, that is, there are V-shaped arrangement. One is a fixed jaw plate and another one is a movable jaw plate. That is movable jaw plate at right side and fixed jaw plate at the left side. Then raw material, that is stone particles or ore particles, are inserted at the top of the surface. Then this is the wheel, then adjustment settings, and these are the spring for movement of this movable jaw plate. So this is the jaw crusher sectional drawing. Then principle of a jaw crusher. A jaw crusher uses compressive forces for breaking of particles. A jaw crusher reduces large size rocks or ore by placing the rock into compression. A fixed jaw mounted in a V alignment is the stationary breaking surface. That is, there are two types of jaw, we have already discussed them. That is, one is a fixed and another one is a moving jaw plates. So in the case of jaw crusher, crushers may be used to reduce the size or change the form of solid material. So this is the jaw crusher, in which large particles are converted into smaller particles. In industry, crushers are the machines in which metal surfaces are used to break or compress material into small fractions. So in this point we will see details about the jaw crusher. Jaw crusher uses a force for breaking of particles. This mechanical pressure is achieved by two jaws of the crusher. Jaw crusher consists of a set of two vertical jaws. One jaw is stationary and is called fixed jaw, and other jaw is swing jaw called movable jaw, which moves back and forth relative to it. The volume or cavity between two jaws is called crushing chamber. So this is the crushing chamber. The movable jaw has its maximum movement at the top of the movable jaw. That is, the maximum pressure is applied here and less pressure is applied here. So this is the working principle of jaw crusher. In next slide we will see actual working of the jaw crusher. So this is the actual working of the jaw crusher. There are two jaws, fixed jaw at left side and movable jaw at the right side. Then this is the reversible jaw liners, and here this is the flywheel, then eccentric shaft and bearings, then groove block assembly, then this is a toggle, which is a movable back and forth movement takes place, and this is a drawback rod, and material, that is feed material, stone or ore materials, that is bulk materials. Large particles are inserted from this point, and after passing through this jaw crusher we are getting smaller particles. So this is the working phenomenon of the jaw crusher. Then second one is a ball mill technique. These are also known as tumbling mill. Another name for ball mill technique is also called as tumbling mills. Then we will see principle. The ball mill works on the principle of impact between the rapidly moving balls and the powder material, both enclosed in a hollow cylinder. Then in the working, at low speeds the ball roll over each other and attrition will be the predominant mode of action. Thus in the ball mill, impact or attrition or both are responsible for the size reduction. Ball mill is nothing but tumbling mill. That is, it is generally used to obtain the material of particle size 20 to 75 microns, but in jaw crusher we are getting particle size in the range of, that is, 150 mm to 300 mm. But in ball mill we are getting very fine particles, that is 20 to 75 microns. A ball mill is a type of grinder used to grind and blend the material in mineral processes, that is paints, ceramics, cement industries. A ball mill consists of hollow cylinders, that is in diagrams. The principle of operation: the ball mill consists of hollow cylinder mounted in such a way that it can be rotated on its horizontal axis with a rotational frequency depend upon the diameter of the mill. That is, the rotation takes place as like this. On the horizontal bar it rotates. The cylinder may be of metal or porcelain or rubber to reduce abrasion, and the balls may be of metal or stainless steel, metal, porcelains or stones. The cylinder contains balls that occupy 30 to 50% of the mill value, that is 50% of the this cylinder occupied by that balls. This is the diagram. There is horizontal view. The axis of the cell may be either horizontal or at small angle of the horizontal. It is partially filled with balls. The grinding media is the balls, which are made up of stainless steel or ceramics. The length of mill is approximately equal to its diameter. The material, that is which are required to ground, is inserted from the left side. That is, the material is inserted from this left side, and after the procedure, that is impact phenomena of ball on the feed material takes place by rotating this cylinder, and we are getting this or the small particles. This is the discharge point, that is, after grinding material is going out from this section. So this is the ball mill diagram. So in the ball mill principle, A ball mill works on the principle of impact. Size reduction is done by impact as the balls drop from near the top of the cell. Ball mills rotate around a horizontal axis. Previously we have seen this diagram. Partially filled with the material to be refined plus the grinding medium. An internal cascading effect reduces the material to a fine powder. This is the actual working diagram. So when that horizontal drum rotates, then that ball rotate with high speed and they impact on each other. During this impact, the feed materials, that is this feed materials, are crushed and we are getting fine powders. So this is the fractioning and flattening phenomena that is takes place in between two balls. When one ball impact on the second ball, then during this impact the feed material is converted into fine particles. This is the actual diagram. So this is the working of the ball mill. So thank you all of you for listening these two techniques, that is jaw crusher technique and ball mill techniques.